Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if it is your first time here, hi, my name is Missa, and today, as you can see by the title, also have a lot of hair extensions in, and I'm feeling good. We are playing with the brand new, not even yet released, it will, when this video goes up, it will be releasing in 2 days, Riviera palette. That box is my favourite box they've ever sent. The packaging is my favourite packaging they've ever done. I've already stained my palette, which I'm very upset about. So this is the Riviera palette. You'll have all seen it on Instagram, everywhere. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's gorgina. It's amazing. It's what I've wanted from ABH for a long time. For a long time. I want a blue palette from them though, like I want a blues and greens palette from them, but right now, with this, very happy. Thank you ABH, thank you Norvina for listening, not to me, but to a lot of people and me, that asked for colour. So this releases on the 4th, it'll probably be about £42, isn't that what the usual price is? They're always getting more expensive. I'm sure they used to be £39 when I first started getting into ABH, but then their sultry palette's like £46, which is so incredibly expensive. So I don't know, this could be £42 to £46. It contains 14 eyeshadows. Had to double check. Yes, it does. It has 8 mattes and the rest are shimmers. I can't do maths. I will be putting all the swatches up on screen right now because I've already swatched them on my Instagram. Need not swatch again, so hopefully you're seeing those right now. I do want to point out a few things that I definitely forgot to say in the intro, which I could just go back and edit, but I'm not gonna. These shadows are kind of powdery, some of them, especially the shade Bahamas and Estate, and a little bit of Coastline, and Monte Carlo. Cannes wasn't so bad and Pam wasn't so bad. The metallics are very soft, so you get quite a lot of pickup when you dip your brush in, like you'll get a lot of shadow on your brush on one dip. So that's just what I wanted to add quickly that I forgot to say at the end. But I'm so happy with this palette. This of course is the look that we did with it. I think, why is there a baby screaming? Along with this, we're also going to be playing with the Dewy set spray very briefly at the end because it literally just arrived. I don't have the new loose highlighters. They'll probably arrive tomorrow because I just got a FedEx text, so I don't know. Anyway, I think we should just shut up because I'm boring myself and jump into showing you me putting on this eye here, what I think of it, showing you how it applies. Please remember this is pressed pigments and shadows. Pressed pigments can stain, it's so that it can be vegan. Just remember that. And yeah, let's jump into putting it on my face, squirt it in my face, and I'll see you in a moment. This is, no one's going to subscribe to me if this is the first video they watch. Let's be honest. Okay, so you can see I've done my other eye, as I always do. So the first shade I'm dipping into is Cans. I don't know. I've been there, but I don't know. Deep purple unpacking brush, and I'm gonna pop that in my crease, but I'm gonna make sure to get rid of all of these insane creases first. On my skin, by the way, is Clinique Beyond Perfecting and then Tarte Shape Tape. It's really pigmented for a purple, like surprisingly. Purple is a really hard colour to make, and I can't believe they've come out with such a pigmented one. I know ABH used to do colourful palettes, but they haven't in a while, and since I've started receiving PR, which was like maybe a year ago, they've not had any colourful palettes apart from like Subculture and Modern Renaissance, but not like colour, you know what I mean? So And I'm just going to go into the lower lash line with the shade Pam, which is the deepest brown in the palette. It's the deepest colour in the palette overall. I'm going to run that along my lower lash line. So I want it really smoky down here. I'm grabbing a blending brush in the shade Bahamas. Obviously going to be my favourite colour in the palette. And I'm going to start to blend out Can. This is a really nicely pigmented pink. It's not going to blow you away, but it's a good pink. It is a really good pink. It's just not as strong as, say, pink in the Blood Sugar palette, but it's good. It's a good pink. You can see it appearing on my eyes. It looks very fuchsia. It's lovely. I just have used better pinks, is what I'm trying to say. It's also slightly dusty in the pan. You can probably see the fallout from where it's coming off, but A-Bait shadows are pretty dusty. They are known to be quite dusty, so just pointing that out. So I'm going to grab a smaller fluffier brush in the shade Estate, which is this like really light peach while someone rolls a really heavy bin around outside. And I'm going to start to blend out the edges of this hot pink. I know I have quite a harsh line with my purple, but we are going to be doing a cut crease, so it's not such an issue, and I am about to blend quite a lot of brown into my crease anyway, so don't worry too much about that right now. So grabbing Pam again, which is the deep brown, I'm going to stick that all over my outer corner. Something on my lash glue. And then grabbing my Morphe M501 and just a little bit more of the shade Pam, I'm just going to blend that out. Gonna grab more of Cans. Gonna say Can and Cans, and one day it'll be right. And go around the edges of that. It's looking pretty good. And then I'm gonna grab more Bahamas on me brush. It's my Morphe M506. And go around that edge. Okay, now you'll probably notice the other side looks a bit more, this side looks a bit more peachy. I'm gonna grab the shade Monte Carlo, also being a Monte Carlo. I know, I'm really super posh. No, my husband's family took me on holiday. They've taken me on holiday a few times. Went to Monte Carlo, it's insane. And I gambled. And I'm gonna put that around the edges. And then just gonna wipe away some of the fallout and just pat out where I'm not wanting that product. I'm grabbing, where is my brush? Pretty sure that's my most commonly used phrase. I'm grabbing more Monte Carlo. I'm gonna run that along the bottom. I'm also going to take some of the shade Cans and run that along, just kind of between the brown and that last shade we put on. Okay, so I'm going to add my cut crease now. I'll do it really quickly off camera and then I'll be back because I do cut creases all the time. Like all the time, like every single day. So now we've got the cut crease on. I'm going in with the shade Inheritance on a little brush and I'm just using it dry. This has quite a lot of kick up in the pan as well actually, which is weird for metallic, but it's fine. So beautiful, it's such a vibrant yellow gold. I'm just going to cover the front half of my eye with this. ABH metallics will rarely let you down. And then I'm taking the shade Palermo, which is the pink metallic. Just covering like the back half of my eye with this. Same brush going back into Inheritance. And I'm just going to smooth it over. Let's do this outer corner. We are going to grab the shade Bahamas. Lovely bright pink. No, we're not. We're going to grab Pam, the deep brown. And start dragging that in. And then the shade Can. Just beside her. And then I'm going to grab Bahamas. And I just like to just work on this outer corner for a while. Just make sure it's super blended. Then I'm going to take my Jet Eyeliner by ABH and do a thin to thicker wing. Probably skip through this or speed through it because this isn't part of the palette. Alright, now I'm just taking a little bit of glitter glue on the middle of my liner. I need a mirror for this. So just on the middle. And then I'm picking up the shade Seychelles and I'm going to pack that on top of that glitter glue. Because that colour payoff. And then just blend it in using what's left on my liner brush. And then just lower lash line. I feel like I need to add more of the shade Monte Carlo. So I'm just going to do that just now. And then a bit more Can, just to help blend it. And then, Let me put my lid on my gel liner. I'm so bad at that. I'm taking Colourpop liner in Punch, which is cool yellow liner, and I'm going to put that in my waterline. And then for the glitter that I've done, it's just Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy, and I'm just going to pop that around the edge of my gold, really. So now I've put that glitter liner on, I'm going to use my Cocoa Goddess lashes. They're just my favourite lashes, to be honest. They're really, well, they're one of my favourite pairs, to be honest. Nura by Pinky Goat are also favourites, but I just like these because they're not like hiding the blue. You know, they're not so intense that you can't see the blue liner. That's why I chose them, to be honest. Okay. So this is the eyes. I'm going to rush off, finish the rest of my face, come back, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on what I think of the new, I was about to say Norvina palette, Riviera palette that I already have a purple stain on, which is great. But let me just finish off the rest of my I'll be back in a minute. Okay, yeah, you know what I mean, bye. Okay, so there has been a development. Hold on. Finish the rest of my makeup off. Looking glorious, my own opinion. I'll link everything I'm wearing down below. It's ABH Milkshake on my lips with MUA TLC lip liner. I'm wearing my Pixie Delicate Dew highlighter. But like I said, everything will be linked below. Anyway, just got a knock at the door. Just got FedEx delivery. Setting spray. I was hoping for the loose highlighters as well, but they'll probably come in a third package. Look at the packaging. Holy monkeys! This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. It's glittery gold. All glittery and gold. But obviously the setting spray is not glittery and gold. And it's got like the MAC, don't know if my camera's picking it up, Fix Plus closure kind of thing. But if I spray it on the back of my hand, like it's not glittery. It's just a setting spray, but it's a dewy setting spray. It says dewy finish makeup setting spray. So we learned a lot from what I just said. So let us spray this on the old face and just see what happens. I'm already very glowy, so it smells delicious, kind of coconutty. Kind of just like niceness. It's got a really nice mister on it. It's not spitty. I feel so hydrated. I'm gonna put that like on my body. Oh, guys, I wonder how much this is. The only thing is with ABHPR, they never send you like how much things cost or like that, but this Riviera is releasing on the 4th, I'm sure. I don't know. They usually do things at the same time, so I'm sure this will be on the 4th as well. Anyway, that seemed nice. That's all I can say about that. Will it keep my makeup on? I don't know. I'm going to wash this off and go to bed. We all know this. Bad back. Let's not get into it. So let's round up our thoughts on the palette first. I think if I hadn't titled this with probably OMG ABH new palette, you would not think that I was wearing an ABH palette. I think you would think I was wearing like the James Charles or something like that. Like this is not typical ABH. Like they don't do colour anymore, and I'm so glad that they've delved into colour. First of all, packaging, beautiful. This is like canvas though, can you hear this? It's like canvas almost feeling, and the gold Riviera, very beautiful, has a sticker on the back. It's made, eyeshadows and pressed pigments made in USA, dual shadow brush made in People's Republic of China. They say PRC, so they don't say made in China. That's so unimportant, Melissa. Anyway, it's vegan, it's cruelty free, it's wonderful. The brush is made in China, so not the shadows. I didn't realise this was a pressed pigment palette. I probably should have, considering like the vibrancy. and you will have seen swatches in the intro. I would recommend this palette over any ABH palette. Like if you're looking at all the ABH palettes, I'm looking at them now and you're like, which one will I buy? I would buy this one, but that's because you guys probably know by now. Colour is my thing. This is colourful. It's very impressive. I will say that yesterday, obviously, I did have a wee play with it when it first arrived, and I used the pinks and purples and they did stain my eyes. So be aware of that. It wasn't bad staining, and honestly, when I just went over it a few times with my Garnier like oil infused micellar water, it went away, but it did stain and I had to kind of have a wee good wipe to get it off. But overall, would recommend this palette 100%. I actually have already thrown the brush away in the bin. I always think it's pants, but it is actually one of the better brushes you can get with the palette. It's probably going to be what, like £42, £45, I don't know, the prices are always going up, but I would recommend the Riviera. I think it's beautiful to look at, the insides are beautiful, it works really well. I've now used it twice, very happy with how this look came out. I think it's really pretty. I think it's also quite toned down. I think we could do something even more dramatic, and I've only used 3 of the shimmers. Like, I will be honest though, like Seaside and Mediterranean and Yacht, like these 3 shades, they don't hugely appeal to me. Maybe this one, which is Mediterranean, because it's definitely coming off more blue. But the other ones, I'm like, I can never really wear grey, and I've got a million golds. But apart from that, this palette is incredible. And the shade Cabana, which is this second matte on the bottom row, is almost like a chartreuse. Like, it's like a muted chartreuse. In person, you have to see it. Anyway, I would recommend this on the packaging alone. I don't know how much it's going to set your makeup, but I do feel more dewy and I feel more hydrated, but any kind of spray will do that, to be honest. If you like setting sprays, if you like splurging on setting sprays, because this will probably be fairly expensive, then yeah, get it if you like it. I have a drawer full of setting sprays, but yeah. Anyway, really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell as well. I'm uploading a lot. I upload Tuesdays, Fridays and Sundays. How could I forget my schedule that I've had for like 2 years? Also, please subscribe if you haven't already. I honestly really appreciate it, and I want to grow my channel so much. So please subscribe, and also hit the like button if you did enjoy this video, and leave me a comment down below. I reply to all of my comments, and follow me on Instagram, Makemeupmissa. It will be on the screen because I now know how to edit videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope I'll see you in my next video. And yes, bye.
Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me.